I'm Scott Weatherly. Welcome to 20th Century Geek.
At the far end of the universe, there is a planet ruled by a being of utter evil. And there is only one man who dares challenge him. They are locked in a battle to the death. A battle that will take them across the heavens. Stop him! A battle that will finally be fought. I want them hunted down and brought to me! Across the face. Police! Nobody move! Of Earth.
I think I'm gonna need some backup.
Can you show us the way?
Of course. No.
Somebody help me!
Distant galaxy, they have come to Earth. Dolph Lundgren as He-Man, Frank Langella as Skeletor. Only they have the powers to be masters of the universe. Live the adventure.
Welcome back for joining us and for coming back to the 20th Century Geek alternate commentaries. I'm joined again by my good friend Mike Kennedy.
Good friend. It's the first time you've ever said that.
Well, in public.
In public, yeah.
To you, I'll always whisper it in your ear.
Yes.
And other sweet nothings.
As you stroke my hair.
That's right, yeah. And caress.
You're a good friend.
It's more as I weep into your shoulder. Anyway.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about weeping because this is going to be fun. We're going to be doing the alternate commentary for 1987's Masters of the Universe, starring Dolph Lundgren.
How do you pronounce it? Do you pronounce it Lundgren or Lundgren?
Lundgren.
Lundgren, yeah.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren. Frank Langella, Meg Foster, Billy Barty, Courtney Cox. I mean, you know, it's got some good... Well, I can say good. It's got some actors in it.
Yeah, it has. Yes, yeah.
I'm really looking forward to talking about this
Meg
film.
Foster is a hottie. Well, we'll go in more into that when I
We will get
lecture
into
with
it.
Meg Foster as time progresses.
We'll wipe the saliva off the microphone.
Just slightly.
This is 30 years this year. This is the 30th anniversary of He-Man.
So they should have a 30th anniversary British Blu-ray come out, shouldn't they?
They should.
Really?
That's something we've got to be clear. We've got the Blu-ray edition of this. You can get it on DVD, but we've got the Blu-ray editions. I've got the German version. I think you've got the Danish version.
Danish, yeah, something like that.
So I still only paid like £8 for it on Amazon, and they're both.
I think I paid about £5-6 quid. Yeah,
so it's still easily accessible, and I recommend you getting it because actually the Blu-ray looks pretty good. I think.
Yeah, and it's a good price as well. I think.
Yeah, for a classic film.
Yeah.
Especially before the remake comes out. Can
we move this a little bit across?
Yeah, of course.
Can you still see the TV if you do that?
Yeah. I can see
Okay,
it.
cool.
So the remake is coming out 2019.
Yep.
They haven't got a director, they haven't got a cast, but they've got a release date, as far as I'm aware.
Yep.
But that'll be interesting.
I think I might audition for it because I'm in the trade, I'm in the industry, and also as well I have, when I was watching Masters Universe yesterday, I seemed to think I was like looking in a mirror with Dolph Lundgren's
left leg.
Yeah, I look exactly like his left leg.
Yeah.
So if they want a leg double,
that's right.
That's me.
Just
squeeze it up.
Just squeeze it up.
Squeeze it up. Yeah, it'll be all right.
Okay, so we're going to get into this. Something I find just wanting to cover. So, just He-Man in general. I mean, because you're a little bit older than me, not by my shoulder. But
No.
He-Man was a big thing when I was a kid.
Huge thing for me as well. Yeah.
The action figures in the He-Man the Master Universe's cartoon.
Yeah.
What's really funny about this film, though, the reason why I say this, this got panned by some critics, hailed by others. Right, it got quite a split reaction. Roger Ebert called this a Star Wars Conan ripoff. Right.
Right. Okay. I can see. Well, she's in Conan. She Meg Foster's in Conan anyway.
Right. Do you know how on the mark he is? the figures, because obviously this was produced by Hasbro
Yes, yeah.
originally.
Oh, Mattel, isn't it?
Mattel? Possibly Mattel. I think
Yeah, it's
you're right.
Mattel,
One
actually.
of those
Yeah.
toy companies. They had Conan the Barbarian. It was originally they were going to do Conan the Barbarian figures, but they didn't think they would sell. So they basically got lumped with these figure designs and moulds and were told, go and make a mythology. And the guy who did had just seen Star Wars, and Star Wars was still pretty big. So they completely hashed off. So Roger Ebert's completely right. The toy series is a complete rip, basically from Conan the Barbarian toys and a Star Wars fan who wrote the story. So
Wow,
that's where this comes from.
Okay, yeah, well, you can see that in the film. It's
Which is-
reflected in the film,
yeah,
which
yeah.
we'll probably touch
Yeah.
on when we start.
So we're sat here, got Metro Golden Mayer trademark in front of us.
Great company.
Yeah. Are we going to
Good
have the... I've just realised, if this is the Danish version, this may not have English subtitles. But
Oh no, it does.
okay.
Do you want English? Do you want?
Yeah, we'll get the subtitles up because there's some comments, there's some quotes on this I think it's worth seeing.
Okay, I think.
But
hang
we'll
on.
start playing in a moment. I do think it's a tragedy. It's an absolute tragedy there isn't a Blu-ray version of this available in this country.
Yeah. I think it might automatically. So we have the
Yeah,
Canon films.
Canon Films. That's going to be a podcast in itself one day.
Was their highest budget film, wasn't it? It was the.
This is what killed them, wasn't
yeah.
it? Yeah.
Well, this and RoboCop, I think.
Yes. But Canon's one of those. I can't remember if they're like Israeli or something like that. Came across and just started making loads of films.
They're a great company, though. I mean,
They
they
produce some good films.
Just amazing quality films they did.
Gary Goddard. This is the only film he's produced. As in directed. It's the only film he's directed. Frank Langella
Brilliant actor.
took this role to impress his daughter.
Or his son. Or was his
Son, possibly
yeah,
his
it was
child.
his son, yeah.
Wanted him to, yes, he took Skeletor. Didn't know anything about it. Loving the design of Castle Grayskull. This is what I love about Ace Cartoon. I mean, that's all painted. I mean, it doesn't look realistic. It looks like that looks like the animated cartoon.
Yeah,
I think it's brilliant.
just trying to. Don't know if I try and put the subtitles on, it might pause it.
That's fine. We can talk through it. Masters of the Universe, right? I love, and I watched this the other day in preparation. This film.
Yeah.
This film basically steals this. You know, about Star Wars.
Yeah.
So you've got Conan the Barbarian's pants, Star Wars things, Superman the movies, opening credits.
Yes, it is Superman and the music
The
is.
music is such a rip.
I think the music was used in The Last Starfighter as well, which is another great film. Which, if you haven't seen, that,
I have seen, not a long time, but yeah, I love the opening credits to this.
Christina Pickles.
Yeah,
She's quite hot as well. Meg Foster as Evil Lynn.
Evil Lynn.
Yeah, the great old Meg Foster.
Yeah.
God rest her.
Bill Conti. So music by Bill Conti, who did. Bill Conti is I'm gonna check actually. I'm
Quite
pretty sure.
renowned, isn't he? He's done quite a few things.
Bill Conti, I'm pretty sure, did the Rocky films. Composer.
It's
there
pretty
we go.
good.
Bill Conti. Yeah. I mean, here you go. Yeah, Rocky did all the Rocky films. So, Gonna Fly Now and all those good ones. Fantastic. British, was he? No. Oh no, he's American. Yeah. They do go on a bit. That's the problem with these credits like this. David Odell.
Mm-hmm.
You see, this is Superman the movie credits. He wrote Supergirl.
Oh, did he?
He wrote Supergirl. Yeah.
So he just
And
writes.
Dark Crystal. Another great film. Love Dark Crystal. Good film.
Yeah, we have the Stormtroopers.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's is it a cross between Darth Vader and Star Destroyer commanders?
Yeah.
If you know your Star Wars, you know what we're talking about.
But yeah, I mean, these are cliched stormtrooper kind of soldiers. It really is.
So is he in Castle Grayskull now? Or...
Yeah, they've taken over Castle Grayskull. So this is Skeletor coming in it. The great Frank Langella, who probably didn't realise how much makeup he was going to have to wear.
God rest him. God
rest him. Probably did not realise how much makeup he was going to have to wear when he started taking on this film.
Because he has died recently, hasn't he?
Last year, I think.
Yeah.
He was one of the 2016 cull.
Yeah.
I have to say... Right,
So he looks a bit more like Skeletor now.
yeah, a lot more like him.
Yeah.
I have to say, in this film, one thing I really enjoy...
is looking at
Meg Foster. Her eyes scare the crap out of me. Like, they are not contacts. That's her actual eyes.
Yes.
She is terrifying. No, the thing I would say is the costumes and stuff in this are outstanding.
Oh, I agree.
I think the design. I mean, I'm not saying the quality is amazing by any stretch, really, but the design is fantastic. I mean, they really do. Right, what are you playing?
I'm trying to put the No, there's no subtitles in
English.
English, unfortunately.
That's fine. We'll carry on. I can remember a lot of the lines. Yeah, the costume design in this is really quite. They've gone all out. Like, they were not messing around, were they? What do you think of Skeletor's face?
It's very rubbery, and he's also got 2 layers of teeth at certain pages, at certain stages as well. When you look at his mouth, you can see there's teeth underneath teeth.
Yeah,
which is quite interesting.
His nose also looks. It clearly is blacked out. So
yeah, you can see his nose underneath it sometimes as well.
Yeah, so I do find that quite interesting. But as an attempt for 1987.
It's not bad. I mean, you know, when you consider that what they were working with is the animated cartoon, that Skeletor was going to be pretty hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, here you go, you got the Sorceress, who looks like she's pretty much stepped out of Superman the movie. She could come straight off Krypton, I think, with all those crystals on her head and stuff.
Yeah.
And
that's she's having an orgasm now.
Yeah.
With some description. That's her orgasm face.
Also, look at his. There you go. That's his when he gets his boner.
Yeah, there's Meg Foster smiling at me.
Yeah. That's one of the things I love about the effects in this film are also incredibly 80s. It's all lighting effects, for so many things.
I don't understand why he's got fangs.
Because he's scary. That's why. Skeletor has
but
fangs because he's scary.
And the thing about Skeletor in this film is that he's got, like, Skeletor in the He-Man cartoons.
Yeah.
It's very different because he has got a skull face, but his teeth are on the inside.
Yeah.
Well,
he's not really a skeleton, is he? He's not really a Skeletor. He just happens to have a really bad skin complexion.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I caught my reflection in the TV.
Mr. Dolph Lundgren. This bit. Oh no. This bit I'm not sure
when
about.
Do you see when he kicks?
Yeah, he kicks. He trips over the hedge. I like that.
And on the rock as well, which is clearly made of foam. He just kicked it and just moved it back very quickly.
This bit I'm not entirely sure what the hell's going on.
This is Orko, isn't it? Well, it's not Orko.
No, this was the replacement for Orko
because they couldn't do it.
Yeah. What is he supposed to be doing? Right.
I think he's having a wee there.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because he jumps out of nowhere, battles all these guys,
yeah.
Gives it a good old-fashioned kick in.
And it was true that Mattel said that he's not allowed to kill anyone because it would ruin the children's market for marketing the toys and stuff like that if he turns into killing people. So then they had to rewrite it and make these people robots.
I was going to say, because they are all robots, aren't they? It's clear later on that they're all robots. But the thing is, he says, "Oh, I've been looking for you," but he was literally just stood there, looking around. That's the kind of looking I do when my wife asks me to look for something. Yeah, it's not in here. Can't see it.
And there's Teela.
And
Man at Arms.
Like, this is what I say about the costume, right? You see the little thing on his front there?
Yeah.
That thing with the great thing. It's almost like a little homage to the animated version, because he got his head underneath it, didn't he?
But out of all of them, he's the one that looks more like the...
He's good, I think. Billy Barty.
I don't remember the cape in the He-Man cartoon. But look at this now. This is the worst trap in the world. Look, you can just crawl underneath that. There's a space right there.
Yeah, but no, it's not. That's not a trap. They were carrying him in it, weren't they? It was
but he could get out. He doesn't need them to help. He's just being lazy. He's a dwarf.
Yeah, the great Billy Barty, though.
Who's also dead, isn't he?
He is dead. Yeah.
He died 2000, something like that.
But these it's gonna sound really weird, but like there were roles like this in the 80s and stuff, and you had great actors like Billy Barty and who was R2D2,
Kenny Baker,
Warwick Davis, all these guys actually like awesome, like Time Bandits, all this, I don't know why, little people had some great roles back in those days.
Oh yeah, totally.
I don't know if the roles are there anymore.
No, not really, are they? Because anything's animatronic now.
That's what I mean. Or they do like CG, or they like they do
It's a real shame, isn't it?
Because I do. Because I think like it makes it a bit of face makeup and stuff. I mean, I have to say, parts of this film feel very Jim Henson-ish.
Yeah.
I don't think they did the special effects, but they feel that way. Like this house is. Oh, I tell you what, you're talking Star Wars. This is Yoda's.
This is Yoda's lair. Yeah,
This
totally.
is Yoda's, yeah.
One thing I like about this, though, is the fact of, like, Tila, is the fact she's clearly wearing a thong, because she's got that leather strap going right up the bottom of her ass. She is wearing the most sort of, like, uncomfortable looking costume.
This is. I do find this quite funny. You know, you said about Man at Arms, right?
Yeah.
Man at Arms. I would take it that he is set up for war. He's wearing body armor. He's got a helmet on. He's got a gun belt, right? Big gloves. The man's ready for war.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Tila has got high heels on.
She's ready for aerobics.
Yeah, she's ready for aerobics. Tactically,
and has great boobs.
Yeah, she's very attractive. Can't deny it. She's very, very attractive. He-Man, though, is literally wearing a pair of pants and a cape.
And that doesn't change.
No.
He goes to the real world. He goes to later in the film, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He goes to the real world, and like that's a smile. She wants me.
Yeah. He goes throughout this film just wearing.
He comes to Britain. He comes to America, and he's still wearing pants.
Yeah.
It's like,
but the thing I like
really?
about it is, right, for all of his bare chest and his bare legs,
Yeah.
right, he's wearing shin guards and shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Like, they're his weak spot. That's what happens to him.
Yeah.
Tactically, though, if you were fighting a war, I don't know. Is it a fair thing? Is it like one of those like raging barbarians? Like they can just run into battle, like just wearing a pair of pants?
The Iceni used to run into battle naked, completely covering their body in blue. So
maybe it's the same thing.
Yeah, maybe it's because of an intimidation thing. I mean, he's not covered in blue. That's where he's gone wrong.
No, well, it's all the peroxide in his hair. They're just scared of that.
Probably true. But he's a handsome guy in this.
Dolph Lundgren.
I wouldn't say no.
He's also like some sort of like international karate champion as well. You know, he's a proper athlete. Like before he was an actor.
I wouldn't say no to him because I mean he'd kill me.
You probably wouldn't be able to say no to him.
Kill me.
Yeah.
I don't think Dolph Lundgren's ever looks at boys.
No, he doesn't need. Well, he was with. Was he with
Bridget Nielsen? For a little while, then
because Stallone obviously had Bridget Nielsen. We've covered that when we did Cobra.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Whoa!
Look
Look at that.
That's
an amazing
bottom.
shot. Yeah.
But tactically, that is There's no point in that.
Wow.
So we've actually getting some of the plot now as well. In that they're about to be able to get into Castle Grayskull.
And you got Sharon Osbourne outside.
Yeah.
Or really old John Bon Jovi.
I was thinking Bon Jovi. That's 80s. Look, that is...
That's definitely Bon Jovi.
That's an 80s metal haircut, that is.
Yeah.
That's,
Jovi as a frog.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, again, the character design...
Prune Jovi. And
the character design in this, like, they've gone all out. Like, this isn't just some dude... You know, that's not just some guy with a bit of face paint on. That's a full-on prosthetic, that is.
Yeah. It's pretty impressive. For the 87, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's when they will say they have gone all out for the makeup and special effects, in some of the special effects in this.
So they're in Castle Grayskull,
Yeah,
which I don't...
Well, they used the... I'm never entirely sure. I can't remember now. They've either used a sneaky little back entrance, which...
you mean they've entered through the back... Oh, they've entered through the back door. Yeah.
Either through Billy Barty's little cavern thing. What are you playing at?
I don't know what's happening.
Or they used the cosmic key. Now, we should talk about the cosmic key, because the cosmic key is one of those strange MacGuffins that appear in films. It's the sort of go-to thing in this film. It allows them to travel anywhere.
I've seen the cosmic key.
It's already been presented in this. Yeah.
No, in real life. It was in London there was an auction taking place, and that was there, and a hoverboard from Back to the Future 2 was there, all in display cabinets. So you could vote on it and bid on it rather. And it was a cosmic key, and I thought, no way.
That's quite cool.
That's pretty impressive. And it looks, to be honest with you, up close and personal, it looks shit.
I bet all props do. Like the moment you get up close to props, they always look crap. But I would say when you see it in this, it's not like just a lump, is it? Like it has moving parts, it's got lights in it, it does stuff. So again, it makes no sense. It's a keyboard that sends them through time and space.
Yeah.
But still,
with forks on the top.
Yeah, with forks.
Here comes the stormtroopers now.
Yes, a bit of an Evil Lyn. Who actually, Evil Lyn is the only person who has a costume change in this entire film.
So just in case, because we've had to pause this a few times, trying to get the subtitles off. So just in case you're wondering what scene we're on, here comes Skeletor walking up the ramp
with his cartoon accurate staff with the the head of a ram and stuff on it.
And then we got
This is the problem. Look, he looks good apart from the nose. They shouldn't have been doing this many close-ups.
You can see his real nose underneath.
Yeah, you can sort of see it pushing out a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skullend trot dead
Don't try and do the subtitles. You're not going to speak Nordic.
Now hun and vegan I vakken. Orken hands craften minekofta.
All right, let's stick with the actual English.
Well, I'm just reading the subtitles.
Don't read the
It's
subtitles.
Okay.
The thing is, in this point, they've tried to ask Dolph Lundgren to do dramatic readings of some of his lines, and that's where it starts to fall short a little bit.
Yeah, because at this stage in his career, he didn't actually know English, and so he had to learn English.
This is where it's at this point he was learning it.
Yeah.
So when he says that line, like "Let her go," the face he looks and everything just don't match the lines. So all it is a little bit odd.
I hear he's still doing well on the course though.
Well,
He's still taking it to this day.
I do think. You also know that Dolph Lundgren is actually, they joke about him being really intelligent in the Expendables.
Yeah.
Like all that's real. Like he's a mathematician, genius, and all this other stuff. Like
Is it?
All that is real. Yeah. Like he's a proper clever bloke.
But no one can understand him.
He speaks pretty clearly nowadays. I think he's got the Stallone voice, isn't it? The which all these muscle men had really. Massive pecs, mumbling voices.
Yeah. Kind of worked though. So now they're having a laser battle.
Good old laser battle. Everyone gets shot, but it's all right because they're robots. This is a bit of a trope that still lasts today, isn't it? Like it's all right to kill people as long as they're not people.
Yeah, kill them if they're robots.
And
All Scottish.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing about it appears in like every comic book movie now. So
Scottish people.
No, they don't put in any films.
Yeah.
No, the ability sort of like so in Avengers you had like this Chitauri and then you get all the Ultron robots and then in Suicide Squad you got all the people with the funny heads and all that.
So you can do mass killing on non-sensical kind of objects, really, isn't it? I suppose
you can
people
kill whatever you want as long as it's not people.
Because you don't want your heroes, emotion.
You don't want like Mattel was saying. You don't want your heroes killing people.
Yeah.
Because they just don't like it. Although to be fair, in this day and age, kids would probably like lap it up.
Kill will love it with Grand Theft Auto and stuff, and you have like 12-year-olds playing an 18-rated game.
Yeah.
So, they're desensitized now. But I understand from a marketing perspective why it was important,
especially in the 80s, definitely.
Yeah.
So they're travelling through. So he's just banged in a load of keys, and he's just here you go, cosmic key. They've just gone through the portal.
He's dropped the cosmic tree. He's dropped the key.
Do you know what I would like to do? Right, and I've always thought this. Here you go. Look, you know that thing. That's like those. Woo. It's like those. He can do that from a distance through a portal.
Yeah.
I can't even do that grabber in a bleeding machine that costs 20p.
Exactly. Did he? Oh, but he's got another one underneath his case.
He has got another one because the one that they've taken with them was the second one that Orko, not Orko, created. I'm going to find it. Gwildor. Gwildor is his name.
Gwildor, okay.
So, wasn't so this. Yeah, so the other thing I was going to say is this film follows the exact pacing of Thor, the Marvel Universe, the first Thor film. So you've had, granted the timings are a little bit off and stuff, but the whole first act is on alien world to establish who the goodies are, who the baddies are, what their skill sets are, and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
They then get transported to Earth, for whatever purpose, against their will, and then you get a roll of fish out of water comedy for a little bit, and then it goes back to the shenanigans. I'm telling you, if you were to play this and Thor as a double bill, they would play very, very similar.
Yeah, I can see similarities between the two actually.
Yeah.
And also Thor's very similar looking.
He is. Him and Chris Hemsworth. He-Man or Thor? Who would you...
They have the same cape.
Who wins? Yeah, they do actually. Although Chris Hemsworth wearing more clothes, weirdly.
Yeah.
Who would win in a fight? Thor or He-Man?
Thor. I think Thor.
Yeah. I think you're probably right. Look again, special. You're talking makeup effects. Gwyll does ears in that move. Like this is.
It's got to be. Has that got something to do with? Is Jim Henson involved in this film at all?
I don't know. I'm really going to check because I think some of the makeup effects in this are really
Very
good.
Henson-esque.
They are. Makeup.
I'm really admiring this actress's talents as she kneels there. That chest plate is amazing.
Yeah.
Just saying that it just makes her as a character, and I'm respecting her as a woman at this stage.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All
of her assets.
Both of them.
12 people are credited on the makeup effects, but I've got to say all of them did a great job in this film. I think.
I'm sure it just strikes me as being very Jim Henson-esque. Very Dark Crystal, very kind of like Labyrinth.
The character designs are very.
That's the alien scanner.
Yeah. Well, he does look like a colonial marine, doesn't he?
He does. Yeah.
He is.
Oh.
A retired one with the big moustache.
And
cow.
How is your mum?
She's fine.
That's good.
Yeah, it's interesting, like I say, that this. So this came out in '87.
So
when was the animated show?
85, 84, something like that. No, probably 80. I'd say 83.
83 to 85.
There we go.
So that's bizarre. This came out 2 years after. 2 years after the animated series had ended. That's weird to me. That is. That seems like
franchise was already dead. Sure.
Yeah, they'd missed the boat on a little bit on that one. Seems strange.
They're all set in their watches.
Good journey. That's the other thing they do, don't they?
Yeah.
Good journey. See, I like the fact they've actually paid attention to attempting to like make them alien. Yeah, they all speak English and that sort of thing, but their customs and stuff were all a little bit off. Gwildor, great character. Mo.
But also as well, it's kind of like that. Tila's costume. Oh, there she is, Miss Cox.
A very young Courtney Cox.
You could see that she had potential, but not at this stage, really. I mean, she has grown better with age.
Oh, she is matured into a real cougar.
Oh,
she
absolutely.
Is seriously attractive.
Oh man.
I'm not going to deny
she
it.
is.
Seriously attractive. But this is 87, so say it was filmed in 86, 87. What year was Friends?
95, something like that.
93, 94?
Yeah.
So you're still talking like a good 6 years before Friends.
And she did a few more films, didn't she?
She did a couple of things. Well, it's weird because she was in a Bruce Springsteen music video, and everyone always goes mad about that, don't they? Oh, she's in a Bruce Springsteen video, and that was the first thing she did. I think it was like a year before this.
But no one remembers her for being the star of
He-Man,
Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, which is weird.
He-Man's girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, I think there's have you watched Leprechaun?
Yes, I've seen Leprechaun with Jennifer Aniston.
Did a very young Jennifer Aniston in it.
Yeah.
Again, I'd say quite a good.
Yeah.
A good film actually. I think that's quite worth seeing.
And then you got Courtney Cox aged well, better now than she's ever been.
Yes.
Jennifer Aniston.
Same.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, well.
Dolph Lundgren still looks pretty good for his age. I mean, the man's 60.
I've forgotten his name, but he's in Star Trek Voyager.
He is.
Went on to do
Paris. He was, Paris, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Here you go. He's 59, Dolph Lundgren is now. So.
And Courtney Cox about 52, something like that?
There you go. No, I don't think she's that old, is she?
Yeah, I think she's about 52.
Bloody hell, 52, yeah.
Yeah.
My word.
I know the people I masturbate over.
Yeah, intimately. Yeah, I know him from. Yeah, that's what I knew him from. So I remember watching this and going, "Oh, you were in Star Trek."
Yeah, Paris. Yeah.
Going back to Dolph Lundgren though.
He wasn't in Star Trek.
No. But the man loves his comic book stuff or his sci-fi stuff. Like,
in real life, you mean?
Well, I don't know if I don't know, but like he did this.
Can he read?
Well, I'm sure he can read very well because he's a mathematician.
That's numbers. That's not
well,
reading.
You've still got to read the book on how to do it, haven't you? But he did this.
It's not hard for him to be a math. He's 8 apples and 8 apples equals
dinner,
lunch. That okay?
But he did this, right?
Yeah.
He then did Punisher in '89. the first iteration
Right.
of the Punisher.
He did nothing between this and Punisher. Did he
No, I
not do
think he
Red
did-
Scorpion or anything like
He
that?
did a couple of films. I'm talking like sci-fi.
Because there's
films.
Dark Angel, Red Scorpion.
Oh yeah. No, he did films in between, but I'm talking about like leaning on that sort of sci-fi action sort of thing. You're looking at here you go. So you got.
Oh, look at these most unconvincing kissing. That's the kind of kissing that I'd do with your mum. You know, it'd be like it's so unconvincing. And here comes this grappling thing as well.
This thing, I'll tell you what. If I had Gwildor as a friend, I'd be taking him to every arcade I could find.
Yeah, man, it's brilliant, isn't it?
I want that teddy, and I want that teddy.
But see, have you seen the costume? He just sort of like, you know.
I love the fact they don't get that this is meat. Like, I don't know what they eat on their planet. They're all vegetarians, apparently.
Yeah, it's just.
But she's like, oh,
an
savage.
animal.
She's like, oh, savages. And I'm like, oh, you.
So what do you eat on your planet then?
Yeah, what do you eat, you silly cow?
She just eats cock. Constantly eats cock. That's all
Alright.
she eats.
Yeah. So
What's for lunch today, Dad? Cock.
Mine.
Open up, dear.
So he did.
She looks like she's been abused.
Yeah,
She does.
a battered daughter.
Yeah.
Thing is, she looks like. I tell you what, she looks like. Though she reminds me of. Again, thinking of Thor, she looks like the woman who plays Lady Sif.
Yeah.
But also, you've seen Dexter, haven't you?
Oh, I love Dexter.
She looks like.
Have I seen Dexter? I
Yeah.
adore Dexter.
She looks like. I forget the name of the actress, but she looks a bit like Dexter's sister.
Yeah, a little bit. She does.
She reminds me
Yeah.
of quite a lot. Okay, so 87, Masters of the Universe. You have got then Red Scorpion and a few others. But 89, The Punisher. The thing, 1992, Universal Soldier. He's in Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is. Good film as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyone want to see Johnny Mnemonic? It's Keanu Reeves' better work, I think.
Sci-fi kind of weird thing.
Sci-fi is Matrix before Matrix, actually.
Weirdly, yeah. Then it sort of peels off, but he comes back to the Universal Soldier thing, and he's currently in Arrow, the TV show of Green Arrow. So
Is he the villain in that?
yeah, in the flashbacks, he's sort of like part of it. So the man loves he's always like, dancing around sci-fi comic-y
So
stuff.
he's been in Marvel, because Punisher's Marvel, isn't it?
Yeah. And then he's been in DC because he's done he's in Arrow, which is Green Arrow, which is DC property. So
Awesome.
the man's been on both sides of the bridge.
Do you reckon Courtney Cox has been on both sides of the bridge?
She's taken on both sides of the bridge.
I think she has, most definitely.
Yeah. This is where we start getting into the flaws of this film. And not saying that there haven't been some already.
Is that single denim in 1987? That's what didn't work.
No,
single denim.
She's double denim me. I think she's got a denim skirt on.
Has she got denim? I don't.
I'm
Oh
sure
yeah,
she
she
has.
did. Yeah, she did.
She's
Yeah,
double
she's double
denim.
denim.
She ain't messing. It's darker denim, but it's still a denim skirt.
Yeah, man.
Right. Her parents have died.
Yeah.
Okay. Her parents have died in a plane crash, but they've now been buried neatly. So it looks like some grass or something has grown over it at least, or done something. So I don't know how long ago her parents have died. She's clearly just come out of high school,
Yeah.
but has no guardians.
No, exactly. And also as well, she just come from the graveyard, really upset, and then she just found this synthesizer on the floor.
Yeah.
And gone, wow, I'm really happy now.
This
and
is amazing.
I'm going to touch that because it looks like a bomb.
Yeah.
It looks like a bomb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick it up. And there he is. Look, he's got the bomb in his hands and he's shaking it. And he's like, oh, let's press these buttons.
Do you think this?
It's ticking. It's ticking.
Doing something.
Let's see if we can make it tick faster.
Do you think this is a sort of a sign of the times? Because you're right. If I saw something like that hidden somewhere, but like, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching that. That looks proper crazy.
Yeah.
Police. 80s, in the 80s, yeah, let's press those buttons.
It's
See what happens.
that terrorist group, the Al Fayyads.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, at no point, by the way, though, does Courtney Cox have any form of guardian or parent in this film.
No. She's
Right.
like a wild child.
So yeah, but at no point has the state gone, look, I know you're 17 or 18, and she's moving to New Jersey to move in with family, but it's all right for you to live on your own
she's
at the
gonna
moment.
she's gonna be a crack whore. That's all she's gonna
It's
be.
not looking good for her, is it?
Not really, no.
How cold do you reckon Dolph Lundgren is in that costume? Like,
From the, but
in
they
a
must
dark-
have shot most of this at night because
yeah. It is, because it's
there's
supposed to happen
no
over-
one about at all in
Well,
any of the scenes.
That's what I wanted to say. You know what we said earlier on? We talked about this earlier on. What I refer to as the population problem.
Yes.
This town has got 4 occupants, and one of them's a policeman.
I remember when the spaceship lands later on in the film. We'll probably cover it later on, but I mean, the spaceship comes down.
Yeah.
And there's lights on in the house, but no one comes out to see.
Nope.
After all the noise and everything is
Nope.
made, no one comes out to go, what the fuck's going
I
on?
love the fact that I'm assuming, like you say, because I think this film is supposed to take happen over one night.
Possibly.
That's what it happens over one night, right?
Yeah.
So by the time Skeletor's invading, it's probably like 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
But he's still going down Main Street. We'll cover it later. Nobody does anything about.
No one cares. No one cares.
Bloody
at all.
hippies running it again.
What's his fancy dress costume
Yeah.
going on? And here comes to one of my favourite bits of the film in a second, is how shit the villains are.
Oh, the mercenaries. No. We've got to talk about the mercenaries. Yeah. Because the other film I think this takes heavily from.
Yeah.
Okay, because this is basically a mishmash of every sci-fi fantasy film that's come before. Right?
Oh, look at that.
I would not be surprised to see Flash Gordon run past
Yeah.
at any point, being chased by Queen.
But you can see every part of every film you've ever seen up to this point in the 80s.
I will admit.
It's a nod to most things.
Yeah, I'll admit.
Oh.
This film. Look, she's changed costume though. It was like chainmail before. Now she's got some swirly churly deal.
What I like is the fact that's Blade, isn't it?
That's Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the heaviest costume in the world.
But again, look at these costumes. I'm not kidding you. This is good makeup job.
But
For 87.
Beastman is the only character from the TV show. You know that.
Yes.
It's,
Beastman was my
rest-
favourite.
I mean,
love Beastman.
there is no, they didn't use Trapjaw, which is one of the best characters.
Yeah, but
in
like
there.
the thing is, if you go back and look at the characters from the TV show and the toys they made, in 1987, 86, or whatever, whenever they made this, translating that into live action would have been. You had like Merman.
Merman would have been brilliant.
Trapjaw. I forget there's some others as well. But there's even on He-Man's side, there was one called Ram Man. Like it was
Ram Man,
you
yeah,
squashed him down. He had like a little metal helmet.
He was
popped
basically
out.
what Vinnie Jones was in X-Men.
Yeah, basically he became Juggernaut. Yeah.
Juggernaut, yeah.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah.
Such a crap. Yeah, but I love those. But those mercenaries, that scene there where you run through the mercenaries, clearly a take off Empire.
Yeah,
Strikes
with the
Back.
bounty hunters. Yeah, totally.
So yeah, I do. It just pulls from so many films, but I love them because I think they've clearly gone all out. I mean, like for Blade, it's like with Shredder, right? You're called Blade, so everything's going to be sharp.
Yeah.
Going to the toilet for you, dangerous job.
If it rains, he rusts.
That's it. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
How does he go to the toilet? It's just like you can't.
Carefully.
You can't take any of that
Really
shit off.
carefully. Just Blades. Beastman. It's not for Beastman. He just shits on the floor.
Yeah. All right, who's crafted the floor? I know.
Or me.
Beastman.
This is where they all come in and they try to look. There's a moment in a little bit during this fight where they all try to look menacing, and it's look. They all come in, they get their entrance, and they all look. You've got 2 minutes to enter all four of you and look menacing.
Yeah, it's
not.
Oh, look at the cardboard doors.
I was gonna say, it's not good.
Total cardboard. You can see
It's
the
a total
cardboard.
setup. Yeah. I mean, I don't understand Blade.
Blade is like Right Said Fred in armour.
I know.
He is a little
but
bit
look
camp.
at the thing he's got on his head, right? That thing he's got on his head, like he's got his eye patch, and then sort of like basically headphones. Is I don't know what it's supposed to be. Headphones?
Yeah, through the cardboard door. You can see the cardboard on the floor.
Yeah.
You can see it's a cardboard door.
But the thing I'll ask is, right, up until now, I would say the heroes, we've talked about how impractical their costumes are. What purpose does some of that serve? Like, he looks like he's, bunny ears.
And they're
I
all
Scar,
rubbish fighters. Which one's Scar?
the hairy one with the
John Bon Jovi.
the 80s metal one. Yeah.
See what I mean? They're really crap. She's on a fucking stage.
Yeah,
she's on a stage.
I
That's
love the fact that these are supposed to be hardened.
10 foot by about 4 foot.
Yeah.
On the product placement with the Pepsi.
These are supposed to be hardened mercenaries, yet they can't. They're like buffoons. They can't capture a 17-year-old girl. Even this guy with his blades is crap. Miss.
So she goes that way.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, I'll take it out.
Blade.
Oh,
Karg. That's it. You got Blade,
See,
Karg, Saurod, and Beastman. There you go.
Do you see
That's
what she did
Karg.
with it? She got that bottle, right?
Look, he even fires after she's gone out the door. These
the-
are rubbish. This is it. Look, no, sorry, I've got to say, just watch Blade at this point. Just watch him, all right? For about a few seconds, he's like, I forgot what to do. I forgot what to do. And then he's like, out the door.
Yeah, we go that way. Do you see the ammonia that she throws into the face of Beastman?
Yeah.
Ammonia's piss, of course. Ammonia, you're getting piss.
Yeah.
So she's just thrown piss in his face. Do you think she's getting him back because he came to one of her parties
yeah.
and shit on the floor?
He's done it again.
You bring your fucking boyfriend to my party. He shits on the floor.
Someone get the vanish.
Oh, through the gates, look, there was a Courtney Cox size hole.
Yeah.
Oh, but Blade managed to rip that apart.
I'm beginning to think though, out of all of them, Blade seems the most effective, yet also the most useless.
He also looks the one it must weigh a ton what he's wearing. Because, I mean, you think about what armour weighs normally, and that's proper stuff he's
all of
wearing
them.
there.
I mean, to be fair, the only one that can run fast because their costume doesn't weigh anything is He-Man.
Yeah.
He's basically
It's in
wearing
his pants.
He's wearing a pair of leather pants and a sheet.
So she just bumps into He-Man. He-Man says, hey, I'm not one of them. I'm on your side.
Right. And all
she
she's
goes,
going is, pecs.
And he picks her up. Why does he pick her up?
Because she's crying and he's like, let's do a runner.
It's so 80s though, isn't it? Damsel in distress, so
yeah.
pick her up.
I'm quite impressed. I mean, there you go. I'm going to find out the name of the bloody characters again. But the snake one.
Oh,
Like I say,
yeah.
I love that the helmet thing he's got on.
It's
And
cool, yeah,
it
it's
looks
good shit,
great. Saurod, his name is Saurod. Saurod. But like you say, how the hell can... If you were that actor, I bet their visibility is crap. Because Blade, he's got an eye patch on. So he's down to one eye. So he's got no depth perception, but he's a sword fighter. Good job he's not a marksman.
What happened to his eye?
Well, that's how he learnt to be a swordsman.
Yeah.
Fool me once.
Yeah. Oh, see, now we got the cyborgs.
Yeah.
See, the thing is that this time travel bit and jumping through portals and stuff. Didn't they see Terminator? You can't come through if you're wearing clothes.
That's it. Well, is it time travel? It's not, is it? It's through space. Like they're coming from a different world. So He-Man comes from from across the galaxies, sort of thing.
Like a National Express portal.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
there's Beastman grabbing him. He's got the cobra clutch on him.
See again, Beastman's really the costume must be sweating his balls off in that thing.
Probably. But
throwing himself around.
Is facially. Oh,
is this going to be a good fight? Right, what do you think?
I've been waiting a long time for this. He goes.
Yeah, all 5 minutes since I was told to come after you.
He's not very good, is he, Blade?
Well, funnily enough, the guy who played Blade was also the sword fight choreographer.
Was he?
In this, yeah. So he's actually choreographed all these fights. I don't think it's his fault. I think you were given Dolph Lundgren, who, and let's be fair to him, although he's a karate expert and stuff, is not a swordsman.
Yeah.
So you can't teach him anything too complex. So I bet they didn't have much preparation time for this. So they're like, right, you've got a massive sword, which you're probably not used to wielding. Let's do some fighting.
This would have taken. This is a 1980s action film, so it's like Big Trouble in Little China, that sort of thing. It takes about 5-6 months to make. Now you'd make this in about 4 weeks.
Well, the shooting would be about 4 weeks. It'd be post-production that would then last a year.
Yeah. But
she does not want to remove her head from his chest.
Do you reckon there was...
Her hair's now wet, right? Do you know why her hair's wet?
Because of his sweaty...
Lundgren sweat.
Totally agree. Do you think that there was a little bit
Well, look! People and cars. So there are people in this town. They obviously go to bed and no one is woken later on, but...
Is there a clock anywhere? There's no clocks
anywhere.
No,
there's no time. Maybe that is it. Maybe everyone just goes to bed and that's why it's so quiet later on. I've never thought of it that way. I've just thought there's no people in this town.
No, there's definitely no people in this town.
Because a running battle happens later on and no one reacts to it. So this guy Charlie, they all know Charlie from the music shop, who...
He's clearly gay.
Why? I think he's just 80s fashion. I think that he just thinks he's cool and trendy and a bit of a pillock.
The only gay men run music shops.
Wow, that's a statement.
It's true. It's true. You find a gay
I'm
man.
gonna get emails now.
No, that implies anyone's going to listen to this shit. You know?
Very good point. Very good point.
The gay community are out there bumming. So I mean, they don't need to know anything.
I don't even want to edit this down because it's supposed to be running alongside the track. Anyway, I like the fact that, like I said, their first instinct, and this is a very 80s comment, is, wow, it must be a Japanese thing. Like,
Yeah.
It's a synthesizer.
Well, it was racist already, isn't it, really?
Well, it's not racist. It's just a sign of the times, ain't it? Of this thing of, like, Japan was so far ahead at the time with technology that it was just a given that anything that's technologically advanced...
Japanese.
If you were to do this film now, and that, they wouldn't be admitting it was Japanese in an American film. They'd be going, oh, this must be a secret government...
Yeah. The
product.
Russians bombed.
The Russians did it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they wouldn't admit it was in other countries now. They would just say it's a secret
Look,
government thing.
he's checking out that man. He is. He's checking out the man through the
Yeah.
window. See, look at that man
What
through
does
the
it
window.
matter? You're the homophobe in this one.
No,
Anyway,
I'm not being a homophobe. I'm just saying he's definitely checking out that man.
Right, so they've just seen...
That guy there has never kissed a girl in his life. You can tell.
That's not because he's gay. I
It
can
is.
guarantee you. That's because he's a proper...
He's wearing
music-
He's wearing a gay cap on his head.
The hat may be gay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's not. The fact of the matter is, he's just a music nerd.
There's Courtney Cox there,
Yeah.
sitting down, moist as can be, and only because of the sweat of
Dolph
Dolph
Lundgren.
Lundgren.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of running, and it's probably not even sweat. That is just baby oil.
Yeah, probably.
He was up greasing his pecs. So yeah, the school's been trashed. This now introduces an actor that I love, and I'm really fond of.
You slackers.
Yes,
Who plays the same character all
he's
the time?
basically the same person as he is in Back to the Future. I'm not even sure if he's been in anything else.
Oh yeah, he's been in loads of things. He crops up in lots of things, doesn't he?
His name is James Tolkien.
He's still alive as well, isn't he?
85, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, he's in Top Gun. Of course he is.
Yeah, of course he is. Yeah. No, I've never seen that film, but yeah, he is in it.
Detective Lubick.
There we are.
But look at him. Look, he's so...
Lubick.
No, Lubick.
Lubick. Oh, I thought you said Lubick. I was thinking, what an unfortunate name.
Mr. Strickland in the Back to the Future film.
Yeah, he is Strickland.
But Detective Lubick, and he is the same character. Like, if anything, they could be related.
Totally,
This could exist in the same universe as Back to the Future, and they're just cousins.
But this is after Back to the Future, isn't it?
Yeah. This is 2 years. 85 was the first
yeah, I
one.
was going to say Back to
And
the
then the
Future
second
85.
one was 89.
And he's in the first one, of course.
He's in all three of them.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. He's great in this because he just plays like
Him.
yeah,
He plays himself.
and that just makes me think I wouldn't want to know him as a person because I bet he's a
There's the extra
Extra.
in the background just listening to the conversation.
hold the door open.
I'll just watch this.
That's a good point. I've never really watched the extras in this. There you go, panicking extras in the background. All the teachers coming to collect their things. A lot of 80s glasses going on in the background. So at this point, actually, this town has got, I wouldn't say a substantial population, but there you go. Detective, are they supposed to be talking in the background? I don't know what's going on. Are they kids? I don't understand like what it is that's going on in that school anyway.
And the breastplate is amazing.
Yeah.
I won't tell you which one I'm looking at.
No.
Oh, which two I'm looking at. But
Yeah.
I'm looking at two of them.
She takes this in a stride quite well, doesn't she, really, Courtney Cox?
Yeah, oh, she does. Yeah.
Like, you know, you've just been hunted by mercenaries. We're from an alien planet as well, and we're going to protect you. Can you come with us? I'll be like, screw you, I'm off home. I've had enough. I don't want this. You can do what you want.
30 years ago, this was made.
Yeah, 30 years ago.
Wow.
There you go. That's the car that the kids were kissing in earlier in the film.
Yes, yeah.
So basically,
You stole the chicken.
Gwildor stole their chicken
And then
went
stole
and
the
stole
car.
their car.
Wow.
What a little bastard.
But it was looking like a teacher was snogging a pupil because there was such an age difference between the two.
Yeah,
there.
you weren't supposed to notice that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gwildor, little bit Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, he's pimped the car as well.
Well, he's pimped it with some gobbledygook. Are we supposed to assume from this bit now that there's a relationship between
Yeah,
Skeletor
totally. Because when she double crosses him,
he gets proper.
Yeah,
Pissy.
because this is kind of like, I love you.
So she,
Do you reckon he's got a bony cock? Because
That's what I was going to say. She loves his boner, don't she?
Yeah, she does. It's like, how do you fuck Skeletor? It's one of those difficult things.
Have you noticed the end of his fingers?
And she's thinking, don't touch me,
No.
you repulse me.
Yeah. Don't touch
Please don't
Have
touch.
you just? I didn't notice before. Have you noticed what's on the end of his gloves? This is what I'm talking about. Comic
It's a
detail.
little metal things.
They're all skulls.
Are they?
Little skulls on the end of each finger. I want to see it again now. Because look, it's like they've been caught out. She gets up, she's like, oh, I was about to suck him off, but I better not.
Yeah.
Mercenaries are back.
Saved by the bell.
Yeah. All those soldiers stood there, you know, supposed to just sit there and go, oh Christ, don't look, he's getting it out again. He gives it his all though in this film, doesn't he? Frank Langella. He proper goes for it, like, proper cheeses it up as a villain.
He's definitely died, isn't he? We're not confusing him with anything else.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Definitely
I will
sure
check.
he's dead.
I am.
Because if he's not dead and he's listening to this, he'd be really pissed off.
Oh no, sorry, he is still alive. He's 78.
Is he still
79,
alive?
79.
So who are we thinking of died? Oh, I know who we're thinking who died. Yes, it was the guy out of. I know the one you're thinking of. He's an English actor. It looks very similar.
Okay. But yeah, no.
He's been in loads of things. Yeah, it's amazing.
I love the fact he's proper hamming it up in this film, though. As
he did Frank and Me, didn't he? He did that. That was a great film.
Yeah, he's proper hamming it up in this.
Oh, and then he kills one of them.
Yeah, Saurod, the snake one.
But where does it go to?
He just dissolves him, doesn't he? That's where he's got the power from. He's able to dissolve. That's what I love. Look, this reaction is Beastman's like, oh, please.
I will suck your cock.
Yeah.
I will suck your cock.
And he's like, no, only evil Lynn may suck my bone.
And Beastman's going, oh, please.
These mercenaries, though, I have to admit, right, are a bit pansy ass.
Yeah, they're a bit shitty, aren't they?
They're a bit, I know they're supposed to be subservient, but they are proper pussies.
Evil Lynn's been sent off now. It's like, join them. And she's not happy about this. She's going, just like,
Yeah, well, you ain't getting any tonight, mate. You are not getting any.
Yeah, this bitching's not for itching.
No. Let's be honest though, right? Dolph Lundgren, the guy's probably over like 6 foot. I mean, I bet he's like 6'2", 6'3". Right?
Well, I'm 6'3", so he's got to be taller than me. Sure, he's 6'6".
Yeah, right. He's a big, tall bloke, really muscly, really sort of.
He's
well-defined,
he's like
right?
a richer version of me. That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah. He's a richer, more successful version of you.
Yeah.
Frank Langella clearly is, whilst not pudgy, is not well defined.
No,
and I love
not.
the fact that they've tried to hide a lot of that in costume and cape.
God bless him.
Eh?
God bless him.
But like I say, the fact he still stands up and takes on Dolph Lundgren at the end.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But sure, they must have used a stunt double for that fight sequence. It couldn't have been him.
Oh no, it isn't. It's the guy who plays Blade.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
He's in a Skeletor outfit.
Yeah,
they
do.
Makes sense. Because I can't imagine Frank moving that quick. And being
No.
that,
Yeah, or being that bothered.
Yeah.
This is one of those things I never really understand in films, right? They're like, oh, the police will never believe us, so she doesn't want to give the location. But it's just a case of like not trusting authority. If he was to sort of like tell the police, look, yeah, exactly what this is. Like, here's the thing we've got. I'm now talking to my girlfriend. They could have sorted out a load of stuff in this a lot quicker. It's just some weird like trope that always crops up in films of like not telling the authority figure all the information from the outset.
He grabs the phone.
Yeah.
Hey, slacker.
He's quite short though, isn't he? I mean, he's quite a little bloke.
He's intimidating because he's got a bald head.
Well, yeah.
But you don't trust people with bald heads.
No.
They're mostly
shouldn't.
shoplifters and
Oh,
paedophiles.
I didn't realise that. Look, it's in his tie-pin.
Yeah.
His tie-pin's a pair of cufflinks.
Is it?
Yeah. See what I mean by details?
That's awesome.
This film is all about the details, man. This film's amazing for those little things.
I like his kettle. His kettle's nice. Copper kettle.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so he's just sort of hammering away at things. Clearly not that musical.
No, that's how you break it.
Yeah, that's what my
You're old enough. You should know
that's
better.
what my 4-year-old does. More fists. Right. Let's just cut to the chase at this point. We've now got a space thing,
Which is the skiff
yeah,
out of Star Wars, Return of the Jedi.
basically is now obviously travelled through a portal.
It's the skiff with a fan on the back.
Basically,
it's
a fan boat.
You can't even deny
Look,
it.
she's gone back
Wow,
to
look
her-
at the thighs on that.
Yeah. But she's now gone back to her. Oh no, she's still in that one. But this thing's come through space, through a portal in space,
Yeah.
and you've got a proper like platoon. I love this technology. Like that's an amazing, stupid idea. Rewind. You've now got this whole platoon of stormtrooper soldiers, and like you say, later on there's a population problem. But we're saying that right now, this is supposed to be relatively early in the night, evening.
Yeah.
Yet no one at any point goes, there's a lot of blokes wearing black walking around here. There's some funny looking dudes, like soldiers
and
walking around.
this is the 80s, the prime time for neighbourhood watch as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, in a small town, because this is supposed to be like small town America, isn't it? This isn't like Los Angeles or anything. This is supposed to be small town America. And at no point does anyone go, did you see that skiff from Star Wars travelling down Main Street?
Are they filming a new Jedi film?
Yeah. Is there a new Star Wars film coming out? Yeah, no one questions it. He's really relaxed as well, obviously. Look.
Yeah, just eating loads of...
Chicken.
It looks like chicken, but
I wanna see,
it
look.
could be awful.
No. There's no...
Why would you warm up? You don't give yourself food poisoning.
But that's a good point in this one. There's clearly no product placement because it's not.
Well, there was
KFC.
Pepsi earlier on.
There is Pepsi.
Yeah.
But there's no KFC or anything, so there's no chicken product. Yeah, it's clear they're eating chicken. Look, you never see it for long enough for it to be a product placement, which I find odd. Why didn't you approach KFC and get a KFC deal or something? Yeah. Weird choice.
But also as well, you don't reheat chicken.
No, you shouldn't eat.
No, it's salmonella. So anyone watching this, watch that last scene about reheating chicken.
It was
Yeah,
well, that's
wrong.
why the stormtroopers really blew the microwave up. They're like, oh, better
Yeah,
save him.
Health and
Boom.
safety.
Health and safety.
We can't let him eat this. They'll be suing us.
Yeah. Teaching you a health and safety lesson there. Food lesson.
Food lesson. Don't eat
That's it.
warmed up chicken.
Food hygiene with Scott and Mike.
So we've got this cop talking to this guy and not really getting it. It's a really dull subplot.
Well, this is where this whole thing. This is where this film's pacing starts to suffer.
Yeah.
In that we all get it as the viewer.
Let's kill off Paris. That's what we would have done. Let's kill
No,
off.
I think he's a fine character, but there's this point here of explaining and going around the circles. Is all of this is to kill time, so that you can get all the other characters in place for the battle at the end. None of this matters.
No.
This is all just chasing for MacGuffin purposes. None of this matters.
And what's going on outside the door? You notice when you open the door, there's black.
Oh well,
Just
yeah.
darkness.
Because this is clearly a set.
Yeah. Where? What? Oh, and there
See?
we go.
Skiff flying overhead. No one ever reports unless you didn't. I bet you there's a part of this film where UFO
Burger King,
reports. Oh,
Burger
there you
King.
go. There's it. There you go. There's a.
So he's had a chicken. He's had a KFC. Now he's got a Burger King. They just live off fast food.
How is this guy so slim? If I had his diet, I would look like I do now.
I like Beastman when he comes in.
Look,
Just
throws
goes,
a tea towel at him. Like that's gonna do anything. Tea towel.
so tell me exactly how the. Tell me in your words what happened. There was a man that looked a bit like a Yeti that came in, grabbed
Sasquatch
me,
came in
and started
and
beating me up.
battered me.
And what did you do? I threw a tea towel
I
at him.
attacked him with a bit of cloth. Look, and she tells him off like a dog. Off! Heel!
Wait, go and get Beastman's ball.
Yeah. That would have been better. That would have been so much better if he actually threw a ball and Beastman had run off.
That would have been great.
That would have been amazing. Right. This is an interesting thing. Again,
See, can I just stop you here, right?
go for it.
This collar that she's just put on him
Yeah.
now controls him. Tell me everything you know. I'm sorry, if Meg Foster was running her hands over my chest like that, she wouldn't need a fucking collar. She'll do anything she wants. Like, you know what? Yeah, whatever you
Tell
want.
me where Courtney Cox is.
Yeah. No worries.
Happy to.
Courtney Cox, Meg Foster. Yeah, Meg. How are you doing?
I'm a little confused by this bit. And no, I get what they, so he finds what he wants, but they've got this truth collar on him.
Look, a couple die in plane crash.
Yeah. They've got this truth collar on him, so he's going to tell him everything. Yet they're still ransacking the house.
Yep.
Like, I don't see the purpose in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like a bit like I like the lights on it. It just illuminates his neck for some reason.
It
I don't
looks.
know
Well, I
why.
like it. Well, that's probably what it is. Again, it's sort of some of the design in this is really good.
I mean, it must have had a
It's not-
good budget on this because this is a pretty good budget film. You know that.
I think they were well, this is what you said. This is what killed Cannon, wasn't it? I think they were expecting this to be a mega hit, and
It flopped, didn't it? It wasn't a great success.
The budget for 1987 was 23 million.
Wow, that's over. That's over what it should be, surely.
And the gross...
23 million for a film like this, that's too much.
Yeah, 23 million for this. And the gross was 17.5. So it flopped. I mean...
Oh, yeah.
But again, it came out at the wrong time.
Look, Sat fart. Do you see that on the TV?
No.
Oh, man. Subtitle said fart. That's funny. And they're back on board the skiff.
Yeah, this thing that...
Off to see Jabba the Hutt now. There, look, see what I mean? Look, it takes off in the street. Off it goes.
Yeah, and there's people living there. And
so these people, and obviously the car's pulled up when it's going off, so they've obviously just seen it, but no one mentions it.
Yeah, because I say if you were driving away, and you would see that.
Yeah.
But He-Man's not like, or even Gwildor. Did you see that?
They were just here a minute ago. I just saw them fly up. That's too much for him to do. See, he can't read that. Even from a distance, Teela's outfit looks just too sexual.
Mm. It is. It's a bit. It's not tactical in any way, is it?
And she said Courtney Cox stroking the number of times that Courtney Cox has stroked my hair like that.
Okay, you know the Blade.
Oh yeah.
I'm just reading the trivia on IMDb. Due to the £50+ weight.
Wow, £50.
Yeah, of his Blade suit, Anthony DeLongis said in an interview on a movie website that when he would remove his boots, he would regularly pour out his sweat from them at the end of every day of filming.
Wow.
Not surprising. I mean, that thing looks like it weighs a ton.
£50 is an amazing amount of weight. That's more than a suit of armour, dude. That's amazing. £50.
Oh, here you go. Many of the viewers reviewed the motion picture in comparison to the cartoon, like we have said, when it really was an adaptation of the toys only, which initially depicted He-Man as a barbarian in the first mini-comics, not Prince Adam and not including Orko. Oh, so this is actually about the toy line rather than the cartoon. Wow.
Yeah, well, the toy line went on for years afterwards.
Yeah.
It still carried on. And
The toy line did, but like I say, weirdly, it's Dolph Lundgren does all his own stunts in the movie. That doesn't surprise me.
No.
Oh wow! Actress Christina Pickles, who plays the sorceress, plays the mother of.
Christina Pickles doesn't play. So Meg Foster plays the sorceress.
No, she plays Evil Lynn.
Oh,
Sorceress. Is the old one,
yeah. Christina Pickles.
Actress Christina Pickles, who plays the sorceress, plays the mother of Courtney Cox on the television series Friends.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so there you go.
I didn't know that.
Learning stuff
Crossover.
here. Right, let's get back to the actual film.
There we go.
Skiff just flying across all these houses
with no one on the street.
Suburban. Well, everyone's in bed by now. It's getting dark. Apart from Charlie, who's still up in his shop.
Yeah, because this is the night when the men come in. You see.
Right. This car's falling apart. I like Lubik's response to these guys coming in. So Lubik's been looking for all this stuff. He-Man walks in looking like something from some weird fetish club. And all he says is, how do I get the feeling you're the person I've been looking for all night? And I was like, again, I'm a bit like, that's a bit of an understatement, really, isn't it? Look at those abs.
Thank you.
Dolph Lundgren's got more muscles in his stomach than I've got in my entire body. I'm telling you.
Oh, he was ripped then. He's not the same now, though, is he?
No, he is.
He's still in good shape, but he's not.
Oh, yeah, he's not huge, but 59, 60, the dude's doing well.
Yeah, dude's still good now, but he's not.
It's probably harder to have done. I love the fact that Gwildor also thinks that's acceptable. Great costume. This is what I'm saying. This now runs. This was something about Thor earlier on, right? This is the comparison. This is the battle in small town America in Thor. They now have a shootout on the streets.
Yep.
Here
with lasers as well.
With lasers, but this is actually quite a good little run and gun battle. This is it come down to this film got absolutely didn't make its money back. In a way, I'm quite surprised because even forget He-Man, right?
Yeah.
As a sort of, maybe they spent too much money on it, but as a, I actually think as a B movie sci-fi fantasy actioner, this is pretty solid.
Oh yeah, no, it's and production value wise, it's pretty darn good, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, that look at that, for instance.
Although that chainmail vest has clearly come from Commando.
Yeah. Yeah, possibly quite like from the gay Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the mercenary Freddie Mercury.
Freddie
in
Mercury
Commando.
villain. Yeah, that's right.
So now the running gun battle from a music shop. I mean,
there he is. Look, he's there and he's staring. Well, he's not staring at him. He's staring at Dolph Lundgren, the one with the hat on.
Yeah, but again, this was another trope of early 80s films and even once the 90s. That thing of the science fiction element of you're talking gobbledygook, but then someone else, in this case Paris, comes in and explains it in a sort of a layman's terms kind of way.
Yeah. Right.
And it's sort of like, now I can spout a whole load of exposition about how the universe is music, and I can do all this with music. And even he's like, does this sound like utter crap to you? It is crazy.
He's so out of his depth, isn't he? And that coat's bigger than him.
I've got an overcoat of that. I think it's cool.
Well, that's a cool coat, but it's bigger than him. He's just tiny.
Yeah.
It makes him look even more tiny.
I love the fact he's brought his visor down because it just looks like he's like that's.
I like the fact they're
I'm
hiding behind speakers, which are predominantly hollow.
Yeah, they provide, but they don't know that, do they? Because they've not seen speakers. They've.
No, well, when they get shot, they'll know. Like,
no, then too right.
Stupid idea that was.
Yeah. It would have been better if they'd have been tuned up and they just fired music at them. Thinking that now, though, right? Say that this was based more on the toys than the cartoon.
Yeah.
It now explains to me, because the one thing I was always a little confused about this film is there was never like a musical sting. Like there was nothing from the cartoon like the dun 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 dun. You know, that sort of the music. It never comes up in it. There's a later on. There is a I have the power moment, but it never has like a musical thing or any real reference to the cartoon. It is all the it's its own thing, isn't it? Really.
Where did he get the German grenade from?
Man of Arms had it.
Just random.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, look
it
what
wasn't a German grenade. That's an Eternian grenade. That is.
It was
an Eternian grenade.
It was
an Eternian grenade. I stand bound.
Why did he say Achtung when he threw it?
That wasn't German. That was Eternian.
Eternian Achtung.
Yeah, that's it. Well, look at Dolph.
Does that mean Skeletor's like Hitler?
Look at Dolph Lundgren. The man's Aryan as they come. Like he is that Aryan perfection.
And here's representative of Earth.
Yeah, he's an Earther, little bald
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some.
This is where we realise it's in this minute as well. We realise that Julie, Courtney Cox's character, is fundamentally stupid. She saw her parents dead.
Yeah.
She's been to their funeral.
Yeah.
And granted, everything she's seen tonight, everything's happened to her, right? Aliens, robots, mutants, whatever you want to call them. Her parents come back and say, we'll get to it in a minute, come back and say, that key's important, we want it. At no point does she question it.
Yeah, she goes,
Is it grief?
Oh, hello, Mum.
Yeah.
You're not dead. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, do you want you want a hug? Yeah, all right then.
I will completely accept.
But that is my favourite. Well, I'll tell you in a second when it happens.
Okay.
Yeah, because See, now it's just like unnecessary dialogue.
This is little padding. A lot of this, like all this tension, is they're trying to create tension, but it doesn't really. Yeah, it is just
doesn't need it. There we
doesn't
are.
need it, or it could have been done better.
Mum.
But this is it. Look, Courtney Cox has got those similar eyes. Now, is that Meg Foster? It's not, is it? It's not.
I don't think so.
No, at one point I thought it was. I'm going to check. So, cast. Right, so
she knows
it's a different woman.
She knows her mum is
Gwyn Guilford. plays her mum. So it's not.
This is wrong. Right, she knows her mum is dead, but then she just still goes out there. She's like,
still gives in.
I'm still going to go out there.
Dumbass.
Exactly. And Courtney Cox has done the entire film with that spot on her chin.
The dimple.
She's got a spot right there on her chin.
Wow. It all takes place in one evening, doesn't it? So if you haven't got your concealer, you're up a creek, really, aren't you?
Yeah, but I bet she looks at it now and goes, "Oh my god, I can't believe I did that with that big zit on my chin."
Yeah. Couldn't give me any makeup.
I can see the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got it in the entire thing.
Oh, she's young.
Oh yeah,
Shit
it's all good.
At no point should you question this. We need to get that thing. You need to go get it for us. And she even looks sinister. Like the mum's not even.
No.
Like she's like, go get that.
Evil mum. She's a mum. She's a mum and has a terrible secret. Oh look, bit of boy and boy.
This bit, I'm gonna keep questioning these.
Oh look, he's touching himself now. See.
Like Lubick had that little the police issue 33, whatever 38, whatever you got. Like no, look, he's got it. Yeah. That's the gun they were just fighting over. So that's the gun they were using. When they do a runner in a minute or two, he asks Charlie if you got a gun in the shop. He pulls out a shotgun. Why was that not pulled out at any point?
Wow.
Like at no point did you go, I know you've got that 38, but you know I've also got this.
Yeah, I've also got this massive shotgun.
This might come in handy.
Now this is one of my favourite bits in the entire film.
Why? Just because of Meg Foster's face.
No, just a bit of girl on girl between Courtney Cox and Meg Foster.
She's perfectly evil. Meg Foster's got such an evil, like those eyes and everything. She's brilliant. Do you know what? She would have been great as like they're doing all the live action Disney films.
Yeah.
Now, they're turning the animated ones into live action. Meg Foster would be an amazing like evil queen or something in a live action Disney film.
Yeah, she would.
You.
She would. Even now, she looks amazing now. Even still,
like an older Maleficent or Evil
she's...
Queen or something from one of. Seriously, she'd be brilliant.
She's fabulous. I mean, she looks amazing and beautiful.
Yeah.
So they're firing. They're all tutty down right there in the middle of the alley with no cover whatsoever.
Well, they're all the troopers in this are just as bad shots as any stormtrooper in any Star Wars film.
It's terrible. They're shooting all around them except for they're right there. They're in an alley, not even behind a barrier, and they still manage to shoot the sides.
Let's be fair. There was one small cardboard box. They were all, and we've learnt in this film that cardboard is
a seller.
Yeah, look. So he goes to tracks him, but he's got a shotgun under his till. And at no point do you think that was worth mentioning. Look, there it is. Oh, just here. There you go. Nuts.
His livelihood. So basically, it's a shotgun, right? So it's looks like it's a single shot shotgun.
Yeah, it is. It's pump action.
Yes, but it's only got one shell in it at a time, I believe.
No. It's you'll have multiple. Probably like 7 or 8. I thought. Not many. I don't know how many, but it would definitely have some more than one in it.
Yeah.
He now admits he's got to get backup. I love the fact that at no point is he called into the police until this point. This is where we get the population problem. Because all the lights are still appear to be on in the shops. But this is like, no one is around.
This is a skiff.
Skiff from Star Wars.
Do you think they hired it from Lucas? Just like...
I don't think they hired it. I think they just...
what film's on at cinema? Is it film at cinema there?
If it was Star Wars, that would have been amazing.
That would have been great, wouldn't
Flash Gordon. If it said Flash Gordon, that would have been the ultimate for me. Here we go. The big bad's coming back. Here he comes. Big bad Skeletor. No one at all notices any of this. Because this is a small town, isn't it?
Yeah, and also as well, it's like the wind's picked up a bit.
Yeah.
What's going on outside? God, the weather's bad outside.
I'm also going to pick up on something else. We'll pick up something else at the end of this film, which could drive us all insane. But all this happens in a small town, which I'm assuming has got a local paper.
Yeah.
Right. Something they do in local papers in America, they report on like specific crimes that have happened. So like a crime rundown of all the things that like the sheriff or whatever had to deal with. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see what this sort of like, you know, Monday, nothing. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, school burnt down. There was a run and gun battle in the high street. Charlie's music shop blown up.
So one night of chaos. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. There was sightings of flying robots and bare-chested Aryan men battling on rooftops.
It was.
Like,
I picked the wrong day to stop smoking.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Friday, nothing. Saturday, nothing. Back to normal. I don't get it. It must have been amazing. That would have been a better sequel, actually. They should have done a sequel to this, where He-Man comes back to Earth, and there's like all these people, conspiracy theorists, coming to look for what this was.
Well, I remember Jean-Claude. I think it was Jean-Claude Van Damme, who said that the only reason he made Cyborg was because Cyborg was going to be Masters Universe 2, and they didn't make it because this wasn't a success. So that script becomes Cyborg.
So it was. Oh, really? So they re-engineered the script to become Cyborg.
Yeah, because the Masters Universe 2 was supposed to be based around Trapjaw.
Wow.
And Evelyn and stuff like that. This is what I remember. I say it very vague.
Yeah.
But that's how Cyborg. I know that's how Cyborg
came about.
It's because the script is Masters Universe 2.
So I would love to watch Cyborg then, and see if you can guess which elements remain from that
script.
Former He-Man Masters Universe 2 script. That'd be really interesting to see, actually.
Good film, Cyborg, actually.
Yeah, it's not a bad Van Damme film. That's something we haven't really spoken about, isn't it? We have never really covered a Van Damme film.
No, there's so many to think of. Well, Universal Studios would be.
It's a great one. Universal Studios is a great film.
The new one with what's his name in it? Oh, I've forgotten his name now.
Well, you got is it Reckoning and something else?
Yeah.
They did it back and they got really dark. They're really good there, actually.
They're
on Day of Reckoning. They're on Netflix.
Yeah, we should do Day of Reckoning.
They're worth. That's a franchise we should work our way through, actually, because there's one with Goldberg in.
Yeah, Regeneration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's we get a flying He-Man.
Wow.
This is the bit I love.
On a hoverboard.
On a hoverboard. Yeah. Because these special effects are not good. Let's be honest. But this I love this, where he's on the top of clearly on top of a van, speeding along,
looking very nervous as well.
I bet he's looking bloody nervous. But yeah, his locks flowing. It's all yeah. I mean, the superimposing him on the thing does not look good, but when they do the close up, it looks pretty good. It looks all right. It's passable.
Totally.
Right, I want that grabber.
That grabber's great.
That grabber every time is like so accurate.
See, I would have just done that for Meg Foster's tits, though.
You just go. Hey.
Okay, my team in the world. I touched them.
High fives all round.
She's a babe. He sticks it down his pants because obviously he hasn't got any pockets.
Yeah.
There's no pockets because he's only wearing pants.
That's what I'm saying. How impractical his costume is, because he can't actually carry anything or do anything.
And you are clearly bad shot, the worst shot. Look, I'm coming at you. I'm getting closer.
Well, this is where he's like clearly on the back of a van being pulled along.
I'm getting closer.
Upside down. This is, and then he comes in. No, you know, like the cosmic key. This is something I think should exist in. I would do as a franchise. Or if I owned a studio. You know this. You know they do these. The universes now. It's not just a franchise. It's a universe. You've got like the Marvel universe and the DC universe.
Yeah.
If you were a studio, like Sony or Warner Bros. Whatever, and you wanted to connect your universes, right, or do something where you could connect all your films, what I would do is I would introduce something like the Cosmic Key.
Yeah.
Or some of the MacGuffin that allows us. Oh yeah, you can travel to interdimensionally with this. Have it in a film like this where they travel interdimensionally, and then do you know what? All of a sudden, you've now got a piece of kit in a film that means that any film can travel to any other film.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
It'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
What great crossover films we can do,
You
can't
could,
we?
you could then do any crossover you want without having to worry about them being in the same universe because you've introduced an interdimensional.
John McClane versus aliens.
Seriously, you
That
could.
would be so cool, wouldn't it?
I think about 20th Century Fox.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Die Hard with aliens.
Yeah, I think you could do that. You could introduce so many crossovers without them having to exist or shoehorned into the same universe. I'm calling it now.
Predator, and Home Alone.
Wow, that's a fan trailer I want to see.
This is my home, and I have to defend it. If he bleeds, we can kill it.
Wow, that's what I want to see. Macaulay Culkin, older, taking on the Predator.
Taking on the Predator. That would be. I think that's pretty damn fucking cool.
Oh, Shane Black's doing it now. You never know what could be.
Well, it's delayed, but pushbacks.
We'll see. It'll happen. I'm sure.
I'm sure it will. Yeah, it should do, man.
I'm calling it that. I would love to see that. I want a studio to introduce a device.
Home Alone against Predator.
Home Alone
would be
versus the
great.
Predator.
Yeah.
But I reckon they should introduce a device. Look, the little skulls on the end of his fingers.
That's
Amazing.
nice, man. Nice touch.
That allows them to interact in any film, but without having to worry about them existing in the same universe.
Yeah.
I'm calling it. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Here they come. Look at this. Flying hoverboard.
Are you being
things
followed?
over the top. Then Superman, He-Man comes up. He's oh shit! Didn't see them coming.
Oh,
man.
Courtney Cox needs. Does she need a?
Stupid
She
bitch.
needs her legs
Yeah.
sorted out.
Yeah, it goes all gammy, doesn't it? But there you go. He's got both the cosmic keys.
I'd
now.
still like Courtney Cox, even with the gammy legs. To be honest with you, gammy legs or no gammy legs.
See this one, look, He-Man kicking and like punch stuff. He looks the businessman. I mean, this like you say, better. I mean, considering, like I said, the original toys and stuff were based on a barbarian, were pretty much like Conan knockoffs.
Yeah.
He-Man versus He-Man, as in Dolph Lundgren, versus Conan the Barbarian, as in Arnie. That would be some. That's
we got Expendables. They fought in Expendables, didn't they? Oh no, it was Stallone and.
Stallone and Stallone versus Van Damme, Stallone versus Mel Gibson, and Stallone versus Austin are the two big fights. But
Yeah.
3 big fights. Yeah. But that's what you've got, haven't you? You've got Conan and He-Man. There you go. I have to admit, for Frank Langella, this role consists a lot of sitting down.
Yeah.
When it comes to the battle at the end, they hand it off to somebody else.
Yeah.
He must have loved this. He was like, apart from the prosthetics, which were probably a pain in the ass, he's like, so what have I got to do? Well, you look menacing and you sit on a throne. I'm in. I'm down for that.
And you're going to pay me how much?
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
man.
journey.
So we got He-Man has been taken prisoner.
Yeah.
Blade is very, very happy.
Because he's got a nice big sword.
He has his large weapon in his hand.
He does. He's flashing. He's whapped his weapon out, and it's all.
He is flexing his weapons for all to see. Everyone is all very happy because now instead of just killing the hero there and then, they're going to take him away.
I like the fact I've always wondered this about American films and stuff. Like,
I'm so sorry, but it's so slow for future technology.
Hovers back down.
Yeah, just going down.
Going down.
I'll be off then any minute now. Any minute now. Just keep looking. Look over there.
Don't pay attention here. Don't
nothing
look
to
here.
see.
Don't look here. So they're all trapped there now. They can't go save He-Man. What was I going to say? I completely forgot now. It wasn't that important.
You're going to come to my wedding, by the way.
Your wedding? Is it going to be a He-Man themed wedding?
Meg Foster, me and Meg Foster.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll come to that if it was going to be a He-Man reunion.
Yeah, well, you know. Oh, look, it's his cape.
Yeah, he's left that behind.
It must stink.
Yeah, it must, mustn't it?
Be the smelliest, most awful, stinkiest thing that you could stick on her. So she must be. That's why she's a bit unconscious. It's just the smell's going to bring her back to life.
He's wrapped it around.
Smelling
and
salts.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus.
There's the police out here going.
Right, this is again like Lubick. He's brought all the other police out, and they're going, "No, we can't. We don't believe you. You're talking nonsense. Burning school,
Yeah.
exploded music shop, cars flipped over,
The proof is in the pudding.
and the fact that no one has mentioned all these shock troopers running around the streets, and the police are like, you're talking crap."
Oh, what's happened to the soldiers that he's killed? The robots? They're probably lying around everywhere.
I was going to say
surely,
there must be bits of robot lying everywhere.
Yeah.
It makes these police are crap.
I don't think I can love Courtney Cox anymore when she got a gammy leg like that. I just...
You said despite the gammy leg, you would love her.
Oh, all right then. All right.
What are the from this era? What are the live action sort of films of these sorts of franchisey things do you think are worth going back to? And we should probably do a commentary for in the future. So we've done He-Man now, and I really enjoyed watching this.
Yeah,
I've really enjoyed looking back at this. But what else do you think is worth looking at whilst we're thinking about this? Whilst they've got the downtime of discussing how to fix the cosmic key so they can all go back and save He-Man, and creating the nonsense of music is the universe.
Labyrinth.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking like based on something. So this is based on toys and a film, on a cartoon.
So it's got to be of this era then.
Well, I'm just wondering because the thing that jumps to my mind is a couple of years later you had Ninja Turtles.
Oh wow, yeah.
Teenage
That was
Mutant Ninja
the
Turtles.
90s. That wasn't it?
1990, I think.
Yeah.
Is the film? I mean, the cartoon was late 80s.
They're mean, they're green, and they're on the screen.
Yeah, that was a good film. Well, we'll do a commentary for that at some point, actually.
Yeah, I don't have Ninja Turtles. And it's not something
There's
I've
a
ever...
Blu-ray of it as well. I've got to get that at some point.
Ah, okay. Secret of the Ooze, which is number 2.
What other things? Oh, we will do 1990. We will do Labyrinth at some point. That's another. If we were gonna, we could do some commentaries on like Jim Henson Double Bill. We should
do a 1980s. It's a film from each of the years of 1980.
Pick a year.
You know, so you'd start in 1980, then you do 81, 82, 83, 84, 85.
Yeah. In fact, we'll sort of do that. We'll come. Well, plus we do next year now.
Yeah.
Because we could do like Labyrinth and then Dark Crystal.
Yeah, I've never seen Dark Crystal.
Have you not seen Dark Crystal? I watched it the other day.
Yeah.
So it's on Netflix.
Oh, okay,
in high def.
yeah.
That's well worth a watch. That is. That's a messed up film. That's brilliant.
The only problem with Masters Universe is that we're not really saying a lot about the film. We're just
Well,
talking.
the fact is, like I say, when the action's going on, when it's fun, it's fun.
Yeah.
But when they're trying to explain stuff,
It's like-
the pacing on this film is awful.
Bullshit, action, bullshit, action, filler, bullshit, action.
Because this is all filler. Like
Meg Foster.
The thing is, all of the Eternian characters, I will watch. Man-at-Arms, Teela, He-Man, all the mercenaries, Evil Lyn, all that, I will watch.
Yeah.
When they're on screen, right, when they're talking about it...
I'm watching Teela right now.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. But the moment you introduce the human characters,
Yeah.
like, it just grinds to a halt.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, this entire
Watching
section,
Teela.
all they want to do is talk about a way of getting back to Eternia, right? And they've got this whole thing about, we've got this technology, and it's quite interesting because you know this is again you start learning how brilliant Gwildor is, and he can do all this stuff, and that's what Gwildor's there for. But really, the human characters in this are just kill the pace, like really do. Because it's like this bit, like you're back on Eternia now, and it looks amazing. And you know you've got the great Skeletor chomping a bit, little Pigman. Just learnt that, right? Competition winner. There was a competition.
Oh yes, the Pigman guy. Yeah, it
Pigman
was on the back of the toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To win to get a
Part
part
in the film. Yeah. I remember
him.
I remember the competition.
Yeah. So that's the winner. The little Pigman who hands him his staff.
But I know one fact. I can't remember the studio that this was filmed at. But where this was set, the internal set of this, they knocked down the partition between two sound stages and made one massive soundstage, and it was for about 20 years the biggest soundstage in America.
For this bit, for the Castle Grayskull
for this film.
Wow.
and it was the biggest soundstage in America. And I know this because I've been to the set. Well, I've not been to the set, but I've been to I've been to the soundstage.
space.
Yeah, and I remember that Masters Universe. It was because of Masters Universe they did it. So
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it is a huge set. I mean, again, this is one of those things of...
Where was the studio? I went to the studio.
Yeah, let's see who did it. It's... Shall find out. Doesn't say.
Because they had a set on there. They had some different.
Well, it was
set,
MGM, wasn't it? It's MGM that did this. So MGM in Canada. So the studio must be... MGM is Disney, isn't it? MGM is sort of associated with Disney. So it must have been one of theirs.
I went to a lot of places, you know.
Yeah,
So I mean,
yeah,
it's but I remember distinctively them having that thing. I'm not sure if it's on IMDb or not. The information.
Yeah, but this set, I mean, that's the thing though, this set is a set. That's what's so impressive.
Oh yeah, it's a great set.
I mean, this is like, nowadays you'd probably build a part of it and then the rest
And
of it would be
superimpose,
CG
yeah.
and do all that. But like, in this bit here, there's no matte paintings. All of this exists. This is a proper solid set, which is really impressive.
I wouldn't say solid, but it's a set. Yeah.
Yeah, don't push on the walls too much.
Yeah.
Or...
don't breathe too hard.
Yeah. And Skeletor, don't actually sit in the chair. If you could just stand next to it, we'd appreciate it.
A beast man, don't shit on the floor.
Yeah. Beast man, stop that. Shedding on the sofa, shitting on the floor. Beast man is the worst person.
You come to my house, you shit on my floor.
That's right. Yeah. Laser whip. Always a... Because real whips aren't good enough in that space.
Gotta be
She's
laser
loving
whips.
that, isn't she? Though
She likes it. She likes a bit of S&M. She's a dirty cow. Is
she
that evil?
really is.
She's a dirty cow. She has a dungeon in her bedroom.
Oh well, she goes to bed with nipple clamps on. You know it.
Oh, totally. So do I. Oh, there we are.
See, who is it? It's Detective Lubick, isn't it? So he must have some level of authority.
Yeah, but them other coppers are treating him like a dick.
But do you think actually, because it's only now, he's seen stuff and he's tried to bring them in, right? But like you say, they bring him out and they're all like, "Oh, Lubick, you pillock, what are you doing? Bring us out here." Do you reckon he's done this before? Where he's had everyone ramble out to some crazy shit. And
yeah.
Crazy Lubick's
he's on the drink again. He's on the bottle.
That's it. Have you been down O'Reilly's bar again?
Yeah.
You nutter.
You big bald fuck.
Yeah. You prankster, you. Hey, last time, what was it? Gremlins last time.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was in Gremlins, wasn't he? Was he in Gremlins?
No, he wasn't in Gremlins.
Oh no, that was
That's
the other guy.
That's the kind of thing. Yeah, or it'd be what was it? What you say me? Hey, a DeLorean flying through the air. You crazy fool.
You crazy bald-headed bastard.
Compulsive liar. That's what Lubick is. Compulsive liar. He used to be a teacher in a different town, but he's on the run.
So is this mankiness going up her leg now? Is this spreading?
I don't think they have the money for that. It just stays in one place, but it appears to be hurting her. It's gone into her bloodstream. It's gone to.
I'd catch shit from her now, though, wouldn't I? I mean,
yeah, it's it. She's look. I love the fact that I never noticed that before. Then, but He-Man's getting whipped, and Skeletor's going, "Oh yeah." Like he's getting some.
He's loving it, some pleasure with it. Yeah.
He's getting a thrill out of it. It's all very, yeah. You realise this is actually there is a dark element to this, really. It gets a little bit masochistic, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With all the...
drones.
I'm assuming because they already had the toys, they never did film versions of the characters like toys.
I don't think they did, no.
I would love that. If they'd have done that.
They might do for the 30th anniversary. It might be some we've got them alien figures and stuff, haven't we, I suppose? So
yeah,
it might
I would love it if they did, just as a limited series, just 6 figures or something that was like He-Man, Masters of the Universe, figures from the film. That'd be amazing. Do I'd want a Skeletor, a He-Man, an Evil Lyn, a Beastman, a Lupic.
Yep.
And a stormtrooper. Just a trooper. Just to say you've got one of those. That'd be quality, that would. But then which Skeletor would you want? Because you've got this Skeletor, but then you've got like...
The classic one.
You've got... Well, no, I'm telling you this version, but then you've got badass helmeted
Oh, the gold one.
golden Skeletor at the end.
You are gold.
Also, this laser thing, this like laser light show, is clearly like a rip of Star Wars, of that thing. It's sort of like... He could be, a big blue face. Panto villain at the best. I just love it. There you go. It's all coming. It's just
James Bond.
Yeah, he's just so over the top, is it? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Moonraker.
Nobody does it better.
The reactions on their faces, though, so they're all amazed. Here he goes. This is badass. It's where he becomes badass Skeletor. I can feel the power running through me.
Well, it's almost like you were there.
I know, it was.
Yeah. What character would you play?
I want to be Beastman, so I can have a shit in the corner. I don't know. Is that who would I play as me, or who would I want to be?
Who would you want to be in this? So I'd be Skeletor. I'd love to be Skeletor. Because you think about it, if I was Skeletor, I'd be like, He-Man. So, what are you doing then? What's all this shenanigans that's been going on?
But He-Man's... No,
I'm going to kill you now, you know?
Yeah, you'd be very different.
I'd be a very posh Skeletor.
Even Skeletor is... in the cartoon, he was manic.
See, I normally get cast as like the handsome hero type characters, and all the muscle-bound,
Prince Charming.
Yeah, Prince Charming. But I quite like to be a villain.
I think in this, it is so clear that Skeletor is having the most fun, that he is clearly the one you want to be.
Yeah.
All the others are boring, really. Even He-Man, like, he's having a bit of fun, but you get to be this at the end.
Yeah, this is now.
You get to wear Ming the Merciless's wedding attire, which is clearly what it is, from Flash Gordon.
This is camp Skeletor now.
Oh, yeah. That thing must have weighed a ton on his head.
Oh, it's got to be plastic, surely.
Even plastic, that thing weighs a ton.
Or
like,
might have,
they're like, don't move your head too much, because you're likely to get a neck injury.
Yeah, maybe. That's maybe. How does Tila go to the toilet?
How does Tila get to the toilet? I don't know. I'm more interested in some of the others, like Blade. I'm still fascinated to how does Blade go to the toilet, because I'm sure he's had a couple of trips to the emergency room.
Yeah. Anyone got a tin opener?
Yeah. Oh, he's done it again. Don't tell me you were shaving. We all know what you were doing. Here you go. I mean, that thing is mental. That helmet is so incredible. I mean,
that is, yeah.
And this is what I mean. Like, the designs on all of this is awesome. It's so incredible. It's just.
It's a very good budget, It's very good.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I think the money is on the screen. Do you know what I mean? Like they have gone all out in certain parts. I mean that the effects in some places, all right, they don't stand up throughout. But again, I'll say the makeup effects, the costumes in this. I just get the feeling that Canon were banking on this film.
Well, yeah, I mean,
this was their last big hurrah, wasn't it? They were really pushing the boat out.
They didn't make their money back, did they? That's the problem.
Well, no. But I think that was the point. That was what they were aiming for. This was going to be the franchise that could have saved them. I think they were seeing this as getting at least a couple of films out of this.
Oh, there we are. Whoa, kill him.
Yeah.
Kill him.
See, this is He-Man kicking ass now.
He's pretty cool.
He is. I mean, yeah. See, Lupic's reaction at this point is what I would have been like. Like, what is going on? This is some crazy ass shit. Everyone else is like, nah, it's just a laser gun battle.
And the thing is, he stays in Eternia, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah, so it's like... Oh.
Don't blame him. And he's just as pervy. If you watch him at the end, he's like, you're going to stay? He's like, You bet your ass I am. Look at these fiddies.
Yeah,
Look
man.
at these bitches I've got now.
Yeah. The only poo-tang I can get back on my planet is underage.
That's right. Yeah, he's clearly like, I can't get ass at home, so I'm staying here because I can get laid.
Yeah.
That's all. That's the only thing that keeps him. I've got a castle and I'm getting some pussy. That's what it boils down to. Lupic is all about the pussy.
It's really shit, isn't he? You know, Skeletor is just like, he just waits until...
Well, wait, but why wouldn't he? Because he's got this entire army. So, like, he doesn't have to get his hands dirty. He can just sort of use his force powers. The Emperor can just use his force powers and wait for the stormtroopers to do their job.
And Evelyn is doing jack shit.
Well, she's done a runner.
She's just standing there. No, she's just standing there looking, isn't she? She's not doing it. She hasn't done a runner yet. She's there with Beastman.
Oh, okay.
She's next. No, not yet. Not quite.
Oh, okay.
Not quite.
Here you go. This is his flexing moment. All gold. Force powers. Sith Lord.
Yeah. We need him all in black because he's evil. No, well, we can't do that, can we? What if he has a breathing problem? No, we can't do that either.
Can we put him all in gold? Oh, yeah. No, we can
that
do that.
works.
Now we're talking.
Have we had any gold villains before?
Goldfinger? No.
No.
Darth Skeletor.
No, we'll be all right. We can do gold.
Yeah.
You know, surely has a Star Trek villain gold. No, we don't worry about that. Oh, look, she's got a very. Even she's changed her top. Her boob things are all
That's
gold.
what I'm saying. They're all changing costume.
Sparkling.
Hey, good swinging. That's kind of thing.
Even the decors changed to gold as well. It's quite nice, isn't
Well,
it?
that's it. If you're gonna, here we go. Come on, get the sword. Fight the power. Fight the power. Because do you know what? If you're gonna fight the power, do you know what you can say? Here we go. I have the power. Amazing.
And Skeletor goes, "Oh, I'm fucked."
Yeah. You. This is why I think they had the helmet and all this other stuff, so that they could now change it to Blade, and nobody notices. So it's like Frank Langella, Blade,
Yeah,
or whatever his name was.
That's a brilliant helmet. I'd love that helmet. It's just on
do you
display.
do you reckon that's? Yeah. Do you reckon someone's got that somewhere?
Oh, totally, yeah. Someone's got the staff as well, haven't they?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm hoping it's. Look, I love the fact that the lighting now is all really dramatic and also probably designed to hide the fact that that's not Frank Langella in that costume.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, this would be an awesome music video.
Yeah.
Here we are,
Born to be free, we're the princes of the universe. Only in key and in tune, you know.
Yeah. I'm not gonna apologise for being a terrible
No,
singer.
I was just following your tones, and I was just like,
do you know what?
this is the wrong.
Do you know what? This would actually play awesome to the Highlander soundtrack.
But have you noticed with this fight, what's he going to do? He's got a staff. It's a staff against a sword.
Well, he'd just beat the crap out of him, wouldn't he? He'd get him on the ground and give him a good
you
pummeling.
broke my staff, and now
He's lost his cosmic powers.
No.
He's lost his he's lost his force powers. He's just back to being regular old Skeletor.
Oh.
Skeletor.
It's
You're
over.
so money supermarket.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a sword in the first place. So he had a sword, just decided not to use it. What a dick.
And also as well, he did all that jumping around with a sword by his side.
Can I say that the lighting of in this bit now was so... That was so sort of... Return of the Jedi. Kind
Yeah,
of
and so is that the Emperor going down
falling
there.
down. Yeah.
Falling down. And so going to be a bit of light.
But he falls all this way.
Yeah.
And you don't fall... But you know there's a... before Marvel ever did it,
Yeah.
there's an end credit sequence on this. Did you not know there's an end
No,
credit
I didn't
sequence?
know that.
We are going to see the end credit sequence
No
of
way.
He-Man. Did you know? Oh, okay.
No, I never knew that.
So before Marvel did it and before all that, yeah, you're going to see one. Okay.
Is that charging, by the way?
Yeah, it's charging okay. So you've now got relief. Look, he's thinking, oh my God, it's over. I don't have to act anymore.
Yeah.
Look at his hair.
See what it says there?
hair.
Call ping dig lubic. Because that means
Yeah.
get the lube.
Oh, yeah. Look. He's got himself a nice costume, and he's got some 80s bird. I'm glad to see that even all the way across the universe,
Yeah.
80s hair still flies.
With no bra on and a nipple clearly on show. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just disgusting.
No wonder he's staying.
Yeah, I'd stay.
He's already had some.
Yeah, totally.
Clearly, there was no urgency.
What do you mean you're 15? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Clearly, there was no urgency about getting her home, though. These two home, because everybody else has gone off, had a wash, got some new clothes on. You know, they've all been healed up. He-Man's had his hair done. Right? They all seem, apart from these two, right? These two are still in their scruffy tactical gear. He-Man's got himself some nice gold. Look at these shiny gold shoulder pads. But Courtney Cox and Paris, they've not even had a chance to have a bath or anything. They just sort of left in their scruffy clothes.
And also, as well as that, Paris as well. What happens to poor old Paris? Because now he was. Now she's got He-Man is her squeeze now. And now,
who has? Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox
she's getting sent back to Earth. This next bit is where this film, right?
Lick his nipple. She's right next to her. Just lick it.
This part of this film is where my head starts to bend all over the place. Right?
Okay.
Because it goes into Back to the Future territory. So Gwildor is now explaining that, well, this is a cosmic key. It can do all of this shit. It can go forwards and backwards in time. It can go across the universe. I can send you anywhere, even to before your parents were killed. Right?
What the fuck?
So, that's what he just said. So, you can go anywhere, and they're sending them back. Okay? Give Gwildor a little kiss, because, you know, like you would give that ugly little... Like, look at it, the makeup's amazing, but seriously, hideous little face. Luffy's like, yeah,
Nipple.
bye, I'm off to get my balls sucked.
Yeah.
She's going to have her tongue in my ass later on. Goes back.
Stick a tube of ass. There we are. See?
Now, every other time they've gone through, every other time it's just been a tunnel.
Yeah.
Like a tunnel.
Now it's a time machine.
Now it's a time machine, and not only does it take her back through space and time, but it resets her to waking up in different clothes and all this other stuff. So the cosmic key now has different powers that they could have used at the start of the film.
Yeah.
So at some point, Gwildor could have said, oh, well, yeah, this is a time-travelling device as well. So if you want to go defeat Skeletor, I can take you back to the start of all this fight, and I can help you with that.
Yeah.
Never mentioned.
Not mentioned once.
However, she now stops her parents from being killed.
Yeah. But not the other people on the plane.
No. Well, no, because it's a private plane. It was just them two flying a little jet.
Okay.
A little Cessna kind of thing, right? That's the point. Those two don't go on the plane. They don't die. Okay?
Yeah.
So she's no longer going to go to New Jersey. So at no point is she then visiting the grave. So they never find the cosmic key.
Yeah.
So the
all
film
this...
never happened.
Yeah, so everything didn't happen. So now it's like a timeline. It's like a paradox, isn't
Boom! My head, I'm like,
Yeah.
well, if they didn't find the cosmic key, did the film happen? Does somebody else find it? Does it happen in a different way? Does He-Man even ever come to Earth? I don't know. Like, they appear to have completely changed the film.
Yeah, it's completely and absolutely gone.
However, that's what I'm saying.
But they still remember each other now. Like,
so these two were always screwing, but they remember everything. They remember everything that's happened. They remember, right?
Yeah.
What's happened, but they're now going to have to live through because her parents died months ago.
Yeah, but then Slacker is still there though. Strickland's
exactly. So is Strickland have they created a brand new timeline?
Is there two Stricklands?
They're two Stricklands now.
Wow.
So if this never happens, he never goes to live on Eternia.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't, but they still know about Eternia. He-Man still apparently happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so the film ends. Master of the Universe.
Yeah.
Right? With so they've done it. It's a good sci-fi fantasy 80s, good film. I like it.
Yeah, John Cypher. Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
He's still going as well. John Cypher is.
But the end of the film becomes a time travel paradox.
Yeah, they kind of
They're
screw up
completely
everything
fluff.
they've just done.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It
go back in
also
time, be with your parents, and we will be fucked.
Yeah, but it also screws up this end credit sequence. So let's just fast forward through this, because No one else is going to sit through the credits whilst we're talking. So let's just fast forward a little bit.
I'll
if
see
we
what I
can.
can
It's just down
see
there.
what I can do. There we are. Okay.
So let's just jump.
So we're
forward a
watching this on
little
the PlayStation, so it's a bit of a
bit.
a fickle system, really. Oh, hang on.
All right. So let's
Oh.
just jump forward. So we're now questioning: did all of this happen?
Oh, hang on, mate. I can't do that.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have to sit through it then. While we're waiting for this, then let's give it a score out of 10 for this 80s.
Oh, hang on. There we are.
For this 80s classic, not 80s classic, for this sort of cult classic from the 80s. What would you give it out of 10?
Oh, hang on. I just. Sorry, I'm just for you folks. I'm just fiddling with the titles at the moment, trying to get the
Trying to get to the same credit sequence.
Yeah,
So what would you give it out of 10 though?
I would say. Oh, I'd say 6 out of 10.
I'd agree. I think it's a pretty good 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's not amazing. You know, I might only revisit this every couple of years. It's worth
Every
having
5 years, I think
Yeah.
I'd watch every 5 years, something
It's
like that.
it's worth having on Blu-ray. It's quite good fun.
it's a very-
Here we go. You've missed it now. Go back. What have you done?
Oh no!
do you need me to explain it?
He comes out of the pool of water.
So the pool of water, he falls out. Skeletor's head comes out of the water, basically saying, "I'm not dead."
Right. Okay. I wonder
So
if I can get...
Skeletor is alive and clearly going to come back for a possible sequel. But that tells me then that he was thrown off the bridge and he did go down there. So everything did happen.
Yeah. So
it did happen.
her parents are not really dead.
So her parents don't die. So what I now want to see the film of how they got to that point with her parents alive.
Yeah. It's all very confusing, isn't
Very
it?
confusing.
Very confusing.
They've completely screwed the pooch on that one.
They have a little bit, haven't they?
There's a massive, massive plot hole in Masters of the Universe.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a good film, and
It is.
it's a shame that they spent so much money making it because they could have made their money back and it been a success.
Yeah.
But like the production value, you can't take anything away from it. The costumes are great.
Well, look, you can see that the money's on screen.
The set was great.
The money is in the sets. The money is in the costuming.
Hmm.
Dolph Lundgren, I don't know. Before this, he'd pretty much done Rocky IV and a couple of other smaller films. So
Yeah.
he wasn't a big name. There's no big names in the cast, so the money's probably not gone there.
Meg Foster was a pretty big
Yeah,
name
but
to get.
not like A-list. You're not talking like A-list stuff, are you? Really?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think at this time, I think she'd done a few good ones, but I mean, I'm not sure 100%. But she was certainly a name by this
Yeah.
stage, But the rest of them, not really.
Yeah.
You know.
So really, the money's clearly spent on the special effects, costume,
yeah.
and everything else.
Yeah.
So 6 out of 10. I think it's a good.
Yeah. I think it's a good one.
Was it worth a revisit?
Yeah, because I'd forgotten a lot about the film. I think because it was good to sort of like rehash and rethink, and then also think of my adventures with my He-Man figures when I was a puppy.
Yeah.
But I think it was, especially when Mattel based it more on the toys and TV series. I think they should have had Trapjaw because it was the biggest selling toy.
Yeah. Trapjaw and Beastman were my favourite
Yeah,
characters.
exactly. So I mean, and as I say, the sequel. I'm sure the sequel was supposed to be Trapjaw anyway, a cyborg. So
let's have a think then. We've got so this month the commentaries have been. You've joined me for Masters of the Universe, which has been really good fun. I was previously joined by my friend Kim to do Child's Play 1.
oh wow,
Yeah,
okay.
she hadn't seen it before, so we went through that. So what should we do? The next month that we're doing this is September. So we'll be back in September for some more alternate commentaries.
Right, okay.
What sort of things? What do you think we should do? Let's have a think.
Gosh.
Anything you want to see? I'm thinking, do we go even more obscure and go for like other failed franchises? Tank Girl, Super Mario Brothers,
I love Tank Girl. Tank Girl was great.
Street Fighter, something like that. Or because we've got something, I'm trying to do something a little special for the Halloween October, do we do horror films a little early and do them in September?
Oh, break the mold.
Yeah, why not?
Think outside the box.
Should we do that? Should we do horror a little early?
Yeah, okay.
We'll do Halloween and horror early.
American Werewolf.
Oh, you want to do American Werewolf?
Yeah, I'm calling American Werewolf.
You may do. All right, that's it then. So that's one we're done. One down.
Yeah, American
Werewolf in London.
Totally.
I'll have a look to what else we're going to do. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. Mike, Man of Letters. How can people find you?
You can email me if you want someone wound up or some company wound up or some idea for a company. You can do Mike at manofletterspodcast.com. We're on Facebook. Man of Letters is on Facebook. It's on Twitter. It's on Instagram. Yeah, just type in Man of Letters podcast. You'll find everything everywhere on Google and all shit like that. It's great.
Cool.
Good fun.
It is. And if you want to contact us about any of these, or if you want to make a suggestion for a future show or a future commentary, let us know. That's at 20th Century Geek on Twitter, 20th Century Geek at gmail.com, and visit the website, which is 20thcenturygeek.com. Thank you very much, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.